Good morning, friends. Today is January the 20th of 1917. Today is the inauguration of President-elect Donald Trump. This is a day that many of us have been looking forward to. And friend, I'm sure that most of you have heard by now that CNN has put out an article about like the possibility of an assassination on Donald Trump's life, and also Twitter and Facebook are allowing those who use that media outlet to boast and brag and talk about who will assassinate our president-elect Donald Trump. Now, friend, that is just wrong. You know as well as I, if 8 years ago, if Twitter, or even today, if anybody was to dare talk about assassinating our current president, that person's Twitter and Facebook page would be instantly suspended and deleted, and they would no doubt have the FBI, CIA, and every other government agency would show up at their door, and that person would probably no doubt be arrested and forever be put in prison. Friend, you just can't go around threatening to assassinate the president. But yet, on top of that, if these people would say anything against the like the LGBT and other things like that, that is the the desire for the left, the same would happen. Their accounts would be totally suspended and shut down. Now, but yet here they are being allowed to continue to talk about this openly. Well, that only goes to show how the left, which is the agenda of the New World Order, is pro the Democrats. It's pro. Let me just say it this way: it's anti-Christ, is what it is. Anyone who wants to bring back the greatness of America, anyone who wants to promote Christianity and morals and godliness and living rightly, those, my friend, are the ones who this New World Order is against. Because the whole scheme of them is to bring about a one world government being led by one man. Albeit that man will be the Antichrist. And many think that our current president is the Antichrist. I personally do not believe that for several reasons, but I do believe that he is one who, after Donald Trump today is sworn in and Obama is no longer in the White House, I believe that you, my friend, will see what the New World Order has planned for our current president after today in the coming months. And I think we will all be surprised as to what we see, what this man can do. So I am sure that they have a plan for Mr. Obama in the coming months. And friend, let me tell you this. In the studies that I am doing right now, I know that some of the things I'm going to bring up is going to be probably will cause some misunderstanding, but you know, I'm going to tell you, in all of the studies that I'm doing right now for this, I'm about sure will be my final timeline chart on the end of days. Friend, I think that we have misunderstood the scriptures because we were, years ago, the books and the knowledge of the end times were sealed, but now they are opened. And friend, we are looking for a 7-year tribulation. And friend, I'm just going to have to tell you, I think we have missed it. I really do. I do not believe that we will see, or that there will be, a 7-year tribulation. I tell you that is the main thing, and I just have to tell you, that's the main thing that's holding me up in bringing this final timeline to you, because I am praying and studying. I mean, I was at my desk yesterday. I was off. I was at my desk just about the whole day, except for a doctor's appointment I had to go to. And I prayed, and I was almost to the point of just crying, literally, out to God, and just say, God, please show me. Because I don't want to bring anything that's wrong. You know, I want to understand the scriptures and understand exactly what has happened in the past and what's going to happen in the future. And friend, I'm just telling you, I just do not see a 7-year tribulation period as what we have been taught for decades by, you know, like Hal Lindsey and the other two men, I can't think of their name, who made that series, but I just don't see it. You know, the 7-year tribulation belief is such a very neat, organized belief. You have the peace treaty, and you know, for the first 3.5 years, the world is going to be at peace, and Israel is going to, you know, put their trust in this man. And there at the very middle of the tribulation, he's going to break the covenant. He's going to surround Jerusalem, walk in the temple of God, proclaim he's God. Then the Jews are going to flee, and then the great tribulation begins. Friend, I'm just going to tell you, when you search and really dig deep into the book of Daniel, the book of Zechariah, the book of Ezekiel, the book of Revelation, when you search these scriptures, it continuously brings up times and a half a time. It brings up 42 months. It brings up 1,290 days. Even Jesus was telling those men when they asked about the end of days. They wanted to know what was going to be the sign of his coming. And he started telling them, you're going to hear wars and rumors of wars. He didn't say nothing about there's going to come a peacemaker. No. He did say that there will come one, that he came in the name of the Father, and they reject him. There will come one who will come in his name, and him they will accept. Now that doesn't mean that just because of that, that gives you 3.5 years of peace. Well, friend, let me tell you this. Jesus went on to say, you're going to hear wars or rumors of wars. These are the beginning of sorrows. They're going to deliver you up. They're going to kill you. They're going to put you to death. And then he said, and when you see the abomination of desolation, spoken of by Daniel the prophet, standing in the holy place. Now see, right there, we assume that the holy place is a temple. Because he didn't say it was a temple. He says, when you see the abomination of desolation, standing in the holy place, then flee. If you're on the top of your house, don't go inside. If you're out in the field, don't you dare come back to the city. You better run. Run, run, run. So, and then, I mean, just, I mean, guys, I'm just going to tell you, you know, all of this is just like, you know, I just have to lay it out there and tell you, myself, for many years, I have thought, you know, and believed in the 7-year tribulation. And, you know, this time, you know, I'm just wanting to know, you know, I don't want to assume anything. I mean, I am breaking these scriptures apart. I don't want to assume anything. I want to take what God's word says, don't add anything to it, don't add any assumptions to it, don't try to imagine what I think it says, but to take it for what it does say. And all through is a time, times and a half a time, 3.5 years, 3.5 years, 3.5 years, 3.5 years. Friend, I'm going to tell you, it looks to me, here's what I'll just, you know, I'll just tell you this. It looks to me like what's going to happen is that we are going to be raptured out of here. God's throne will be set in heaven. We will be around God's throne. Michael at that time will fight against the devil, and the devil, right after the rapture, will be thrown to this earth. And when the devil is thrown to this earth, he will then set up this one world government with a leader, excuse me here, I'm at a red light, with a leader that will cause all the world to worship him. So that's what it looks like to me from the scriptures. Now, when it talks about that one of his heads, you know, was wounded and the deadly wound was healed, friend, the heads of the beast do not represent an actual person. The head represents kingdoms. The horns represent the kings, an actual person, but the heads represents a kingdom or a nation. So when it says that one of his heads was mortally wounded and the deadly wound was healed, it is basically saying that there is a kingdom that has went away, no longer on the earth, but it will be brought back to life. Now, friend, the two that could possibly be referring to is either the Ottoman Turkish Empire or either the Roman Empire. That's the two that I think that possibly could be referring to. And the horn in Daniel and Revelation that speaks pompous words against the Most High, who persecutes the saints of the Most High. That horn, my friend, is going to be the one who leads either this Roman Empire or the Ottoman Turkish Empire into conquering that part of the world totally. Now, America and these other countries, he will control us through financial means. He's going to make it to where the rest of the world will not be able to be part of this one world government unless they are using his system. And his system will be where you've got to take his mark, his name, his seal, and you will not be able to buy, sell, or work without. Good gracious. Somebody's trying to run over me here. But anyway, God bless him. So anyway, the one world government will all have to, or nations will not be able to be part of the one world government unless they fall in line with this beast. So that's it in a nutshell. I know that it's taken longer, but this is what I'm finding right now, my friend. So I tell you, I look forward to your comments and any insight that you want to share or any links you would like to post in the comments. And I just tell you, we are looking forward to a day today, and it's going to be a profound day, the day that Donald Trump becomes the president of the United States of America. God bless you, my friend, and y'all have a wonderful day.